Okay, so we know that people can be going to a bunch of different colleges, so that's why we have all of the resources that we can give to you after this. But we wanted to just go over Alabama and Georgia, which is where we usually are working. Okay, so what is sexual assault? Rape, sexual assault, and sexual abuse all have legal definitions, but all of them are where there are forms of violence or sexual contact that is done without consent. Anyone can be a victim, no matter gender, sexual orientation, age. And like Faith said, it happens to 1 in 4 women in college and nationally is 1 in 5, and 1 in 71 are raped nationally. So some college stats, women aged 18 to 24 are at a higher risk because, like we were saying, you're in a new place, you're not as familiar, you're making new friends, stuff like that. 23.1% of females and 2.2% of males experience rape or sexual assault through physical force or a form of violence. There have been almost a 20% increase in rapes in the US from 2013 to 2018, but approximately 23% of rapes are actually reported to the police. So the forensic exam, or it can be called the rape kit, if you're in one of the counties that we serve, we can go with you to this if you choose to get a rape kit done. Basically, it's the DNA evidence and your verbal account of what happened. The evidence from the crime will be collected on your body. Your clothes can be taken, or other personal belongings that were possibly involved. You don't have to report the crime to get an exam, and you don't have to get the police involved if you don't want to. No one has to know that you even went. You have 90 days in Alabama to decide if you want to do anything with evidence, and if not, it will be destroyed. You want to make sure that if you are going to go get a kit, you don't want to bathe or shower. Try not to go to the bathroom. Don't change your clothes or bring the clothes that you were wearing when the assault happened. Don't brush your hair. Don't brush your teeth. Try to come like as you are so that the most evidence can be collected. So in Alabama, rape is a Class A felony. There's no time limit for prosecution with an attempt, threat, or violence to a person. And then any sex offense involving a victim under 16, even if there is no violence, there is not a time limit. And the Kirby trial that we have there, you can look into, was a trial where there was no statute of limitations for the rape. So if we go with you to the hospital, you have 72 hours in Alabama to get a kit completed. Like I said, you can do where no one knows about it. You can do Jane Doe, so you don't even have to sign in. Your parents won't know. The police won't know. No one has to know anything about it. When you get the kit done, it is free. And you can also get the morning after pill and prophylactics, which prevent STDs, if you decide that you want to get the kit done. And then in Georgia, you can file a report 15 years after rape and 4 years after all other felony sex offenses, so like sexual assault. You can receive medical care without the law, without getting anyone involved. If you're over the age of 16, you don't need medical insurance. Again, it's free. And then in Georgia, you actually have longer. You have 120 hours or 5 days to get the exam. You also have to give up your clothes. It's always best to go in as quick as you can, just so that there is the most evidence, so that if you do decide to press charges, your case is stronger. Stay safe.